Splendor is a multiplayer card-based resource management game for 2 to 4 players, first published by Space Cowboy. In Splendor, each player is a gem merchant of the Renaissance trying to collect and trade gems for power. Will your gems shine bright and attract noble blood, or will you be stuck with worthless pieces of glass? Let's find out in Splendor. At the start of the game, shuffle the 3 stacks of development cards and lay out 4 cards face up next to each of the stacks. There are 3 levels of development cards differentiated by color and number of dots on the back of the card. The first level has a green back with a single dot on it. These are typically the easiest cards to acquire due to their lower number of gems required to purchase. The second level has a yellow back with 2 dots on it. These fall into the medium difficulty category with a higher number of gems required, but can also give you more points. The third and final level has a blue back with 3 dots on it. These are the most difficult cards to get. The number of gems on the card typically exceed the number of tokens you can have at a time, sometimes even the number of tokens available, but these give the highest point values. Shuffle the noble cards and place the number of cards equal to the number of players plus 1. I'm setting up for a 3-player game, so I will put out 4 noble cards. Place the tokens somewhere within reach of all players. There are 6 different types of tokens, each representing a different type of gem or ore. Green emeralds, blue sapphires, red rubies, white diamonds, black onyx, and yellow gold. If you're playing a 4-player game, you will put out all of the tokens. If you're playing a 3-player game, you remove 2 tokens from each color except for the gold, and if you are playing a 2-player game, you remove 3 tokens from each color except for the gold. Since I am setting up for a 3-player game, I removed 2 from each stack, but left the gold stack alone. Now you're ready to play. The youngest player goes first, and play continues around the table clockwise. On your turn, you can choose one of 4 options: take tokens, reserve a card, purchase a card, or do nothing. If you decide to take tokens, you have 2 options. You can take 3 tokens of different colors, or if there are 4 or more in the stack, take 2 of the same color token. If you choose to reserve a card, take a card from the face-up pools, or, if you are feeling lucky, the top card from one of the 3 stacks. Then, take a gold token and place the card face down in front of you. You may only have 3 cards reserved at a time, and you may only remove a card from your reserve by purchasing it. Reserving cards is the only way to gain gold tokens. The gold tokens are wilds, meaning that they can be used in place of any color tokens. For example, this card is worth 4 blue tokens. I could use 3 blue tokens and 1 gold token to purchase this card. If you reserve a card and there are no gold tokens left, sorry, but you're out of luck and do not receive a gold token. If you decide to purchase a card, put the number of colored tokens as indicated in the lower left-hand corner of the card back in their respective stacks and place the purchase card face up in front of you. Purchasing cards gets you points located in the upper left corner of the card and gems located in the upper right-hand corner of the card that can be used towards purchasing other cards. For example, this card is worth 2 prestige points and gets me a sapphire. When I lay this card in front of me, I then permanently have 1 sapphire that can be added to my tokens to purchase cards. For example, this card needs 4 sapphires. I can use this card and only 3 tokens to purchase it. These cards stack, so the more of this type of card you purchase, the less tokens you will need to purchase other cards. Sometimes you won't even need tokens to purchase cards. If you decide to do nothing, well, that is sort of self-explanatory. You simply pass your turn. Once you start collecting cards, you may eventually attract the attention of some nobles. If on your turn you have collected the specified number of colored cards as indicated on the left side of the cards, that noble will visit you. Simply take the noble card and place it face up in front of you. If you are lucky enough to be able to take 2 nobles, choose which noble you want. On your next turn, if that noble hasn't been claimed, you can take that one as well. When a player has reached 15 prestige points, finish the round so that each player has had the same number of turns. Whoever has the most prestige points wins. If there is a tie, the player who purchased the fewest cards wins the game. And that's Splendor.